All right, here's another great question. This person asks, how much rest between workouts, okay? So they're asking, how much time should you spend resting in between workouts? This is the Ask Fit to the Max show, and I'm going to answer that question for you. So it depends on which type of exercise you're doing. If you're doing cardio, then you probably need about 24 hours before you get back at it again. So if you do a long run on a Sunday, then you can run again as early as Monday, okay? So 24 hours between cardio workouts. If you're doing weight training, okay, now you need about 48 to 72 hours between muscle groups. Not 48 to 72 hours between workout sessions, but 48 to 72 hours between muscle groups. So let's say, on a Monday, I went crazy on the bench press and I was just doing a lot of pecs, right? And I was working out those pecs and shoulders. So the next time I'd be able to actually do that workout again will be as early as Wednesday, maybe even Thursday, because you need about 48 to 72 hours for those muscle groups to recover and recoup so you get right back at it, okay? So if you're doing cardio, 24 hours, and if you're doing weight training, somewhere between 48 to 72 hours between muscle groups, okay? So I hope that was helpful. I hope that's going to benefit you. And go ahead and make sure that you're implementing that rest in between those workout sessions so that way you can come back and be stronger than ever, okay? Take care. God bless. And remember, you can be fit or you can be fit to the max, spiritually, mentally, and physically strong. All right, here's another great question from the viewers out there. They ask, should I disclose my medications to my fitness trainer? Okay, heck yeah, you definitely should. All right, you want to make sure that you share any type of medications that your doctor has prescribed for you. You want to have a sit down with your coach or your trainer and let them know, hey, these are the medications that I'm doing. Here are some of the constraints or the effects of that medication, because if you're working with a coach or trainer, you're trusting them with your body. So if you're trusting them with your body, you want them to know everything that's going on. So that way, when they're writing out programs for you, they'll be able to develop programs that's going to work around those medications and that's going to help you and not hurt you. So if you're on some type of medication, definitely have a sit down with your coach and let them know what those medications are, what kind of effects that they have on you. Let them know also what your limitations are, so that way together you guys can talk about how to work around those limitations so you can still maximize your workout and get the benefit of it. This is Max Nazir from Fit to the Max Roswell, and remember, you can be fit or you can be fit to the max, spiritually, mentally, and physically strong. Take care and God bless. Okay, so the viewer out there asked this question, Max, how important is nutrition to weight loss? Okay, how important is nutrition to weight loss? It is extremely important. Okay, you have some people that say, oh, well, your nutrition and exercise should be 50-50, a nutrition and exercise should be 80 and 20. I always like to use this analogy. Think about it like this. Let's say if we got into a car, right? If the steering wheel was nutrition and the gas pedal was exercise, which one is more important? All right, no one is more important than the other. They both are important. All right, and think about it like this. If you're driving a car, right? Remember, the gas pedal is exercise. Exercise is what gives you the gas that allows you to be able to go from a fitness and wellness standpoint. So you need the gas to get moving, okay? So now here's where nutrition plays a role. When you think about driving a car, what does that steering wheel do? It steers everything. It turns you in different directions. So based off of how you eat and how you feed yourself, it can steer you in the right direction or it can steer you in the wrong direction. And all exercise does is it just gives you the gas. It allows you to get moving. So that's what I would say. I would say nutrition is extremely important. It's just as important as it is to be able to have a steering wheel in your car, okay? So don't neglect nutrition. Make sure you're getting your vegetables in, that you're getting some good proteins. If you can get carbs, low glycemic index carbs, all right? And then making sure that you're not skipping breakfast. Have your breakfast, have your meals throughout the day, and feed your body nothing but the best. Eat like you love yourself, all right? Because nutrition is very important, all right? So take care. God bless. And remember, you can be fit or you can be fit to the max, spiritually, mentally, and physically strong. All right, so we had a viewer that asked this question: should I work out under stress? I would say definitely work out under stress. I do it all the time, and here's the reason why. You should work out while you're stressed out, because what happens is when you're stressed, you release a hormone, all right? It's a hormone, it's a chemical called cortisol. Cortisol is that stress hormone, and it's that hormone that makes you feel stressed. You know, when you have the anxiety and that thing in your head where it's just kind of like just bumping or whatever. That's what happens when a lot of people are stressed out, and then it plays out in different symptoms. But it's generated from that hormone cortisol, okay? So the best way to combat that and overcome that is by releasing another hormone called oxytocin. Oxytocin is that feel-good hormone. It's that happy hormone, okay? Oxytocin is released when you hug somebody, when you show affection. But also you release that hormone through a different means, and it's called exercise, okay? So when you exercise, you release oxytocin, that feel-good hormone, and that's why you find that some people who, you know, they seem like they're so addicted to the gym. The reason why is this: they're addicted to that chemical response called oxytocin, and that's something that you can use to combat stress and the hormones that's released with it, okay? So remember that that when you exercise, remember that you're releasing that feel-good hormone. So if you're stressed out, don't punish yourself. Go ahead and feel good. Go exercise. Go move. Change your physiology. Change your state. Start moving around. And the oxytocin is going to really help you in terms of being able to combat the stress and the feelings that come along with it. All right. Hope that question answered. Hope I answered your question. Hope that was helpful. All right. So go ahead and do that. If you have any comments, make sure you leave them below. If you need any help, if you need any other questions answered, go ahead and leave a comment below, and we'll make sure that we take care of that for you, and we can even shoot a video on it, okay? So take care. God bless. And remember, you can be fit, or you can be fit to the max, spiritually, mentally, and physically strong. All right, so we had a viewer that asked this question: if I am overweight, is it safe for me to lift? Okay, my answer to that is yes, it is safe for you to lift if you're overweight. The thing that you need to do, though, is you want to make sure that you take it easy at first. And again, a coach or a good trainer, a good teacher can help you along that process. But I would say just take it really easy, go slow. Make sure you kind of get your bearings, and you get your feet on the ground with it. And you can start off first maybe with a nice gentle walk, and then maybe you can make it a more aggressive walk. Okay, maybe you start off with lighter weights, and as you develop more range of motion and strength and flexibility, then you can increase the weight and go heavier. But the key is you want to make sure that you get started, because it is safe for you to do so. Matter of fact, it'll probably be safer for you to exercise than to not exercise. So don't let the fact that you may be overweight discourage you from getting started. Everybody starts from somewhere. All of us do. So just get started, start light, and then build up, all right? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Or, as my other friend says, a bunch of short sprints. So just get started, get moving, all right? And then build up gradually, all right? So that's my answer for you today. Take care. God bless. And remember, you can be fit, or you can be fit to the max, spiritually, mentally, and physically strong.